so after procrastinating and not doing any shit, and also, what was it? Been playing nothing but Forza Horizon 4 and Motorsport 7, because that's a whole different subject. It's just that and also, having to watch nearly 4 vids to try and play catch up on what I wanted to talk about. Let's see here, what could be going on in this, because I can finally get my alpha matches out of the way and then actually ramble about my beta content until Vanguard does actually arrive. So, let's see, what's the first subject I wanted to talk about? During the time period of the beta, it's just that I was hoping on the X, because at one point, well, recent point, I finally get a damn Xbox One, the X version, because what was it? Because I love Forza Motorsport and whatnot, but then they realized that 7 was going to be delisted on the networks along with the DLC. So I was like, oh shit, that gave me some incentive on that, and that's how I even got the damn thing. But anyway, well, but it's just that when Vanguard's beta came out and the PS4 version decided to finally end, I was like, let's see if I can hopefully get a few extra days of footage to record. Nope. Because what happened was that on day one, as soon as I played one match on it, I got a hit marker and it just messed up my screen. So yeah, that's why I gave up on the thing. Now I need to uninstall that piece of shit. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. They and thus got disappointed. So yeah, now I just have to now to pray that the retail version of the game comes out, which we have like what, maybe a month or something to see what's gonna go on. Which I've already seen the one bit of the story gameplay, so it's like it kind of reminds me of World at War in essence because of the energy, but anywho, about the Vanguard beta for like Xbox people. You can tell because I watched a video on the same guy that I'm getting my inspiration on content and whatnot. What happens was that I think the publisher is just getting desperate for people to even want to give people incentive on to play this piece of shit. So because what happens was like they're just going on a spree of giving away people free codes. And I'm saying here, like back in the days of the beta and whatnot, it was like when back when they bothered to give betas at all, but it was frustrating as hell. It's like it was a huge flex back in the day, because obviously the last time it was, I mean, actually we went a super long ass time from like World at War, and it wasn't until Black Ops 3 on getting a damn code, because thanks to Activision and why they never do that shit. I was like, it was a huge flex, and thus anyone who managed to get beta footage and their account is still alive on YouTube is like, that was like back in the 2000s, and that was a huge flex back in the day. But nowadays it's just, it's like, come on, Activision, give us a fucking beta for Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops, yeah, yada yada yada. And that's the only time you could even play the early alpha and beta versions was if you actually bother to physically show up on E3. That's the only other time, but yeah. But I digress. So betas. I mean, the only other but anywho, that's all I gotta say about it, because come on, Activision, you're shady as hell on when it comes to one thing, but then all of a sudden you're desperate on the other. I was like, uh, I'm went blank though, but yeah, you get the idea. So, gosh, unless they is like what they're doing now is in any indication. Which, oh yeah, no. Also, looking back to when rambling about the drama where an Activision employee is harassing someone. Oh, I know, Bobby Kotick is still fucking gonna be the CEO, so that's just because a CEO is gonna do something, well, is doing something bad to the point where we have to try and cancel him. Nope, that's not gonna happen. But yet a celebrity. I mean, I know. I mean, looking to the whole Eminem and MGK type of ordeal is, it's like, actually no, not in, where people are trying to cancel Eminem, but people, it's like that type of situation. I mean, I don't even like listening to the guy even back when the 2000s was a thing, but he's all, even if you try to cancel him, he's just not going to give up on whatever his bullshit shenanigans are. So yeah, so all we can say is just the only other way now is to just not bother to try and buy Vanguard. So yeah. But anywho, on that type of ordeal, let's see, what's the other deal? Oh, quote unquote, having a soul, which that's like a very minor thing to talk about. It's just that, hmm, why even talk about a soul? Because looking back to the days of the really really old games, they were all memorable. They all had their exploits and whatnot. It was fun times if you know what you're doing. It's just, eh. That's why. Which the last time a game had a soul was, what was it, Black Ops 2, before it got hacked to hell. In in whenever you get into a target finder free lobby. So yeah. Yeah, those were some fun times though. Oh, but that's all dead in the past, because it's like, from what I heard, Black Ops 2 is down to like what, 100 people now. Oh, because that's, which, hmm, actually no, you get the idea, because of the. But seriously though, but when playing these newer games, is that, what was it, especially with Modern Warfare and whatnot, it's just, let's see here, why don't these games have any soul? Oh, it's just that they're, when it comes to trying to give people the incentive on trying to unlock any form of content, it's all old shit from back in the day. So yeah, and then you see these weird things such as Blue Tiger, which I'm saying here, wait a minute, that's straight from COD 4, so why the fuck is this back in this game when I aim? And also the gold camo, that's the other incentive on trying to even bother to play, but so why bother with that? And I mean, Treyarch at least somewhat tried to do the incentive on the game, but with the, I forgot, was it dark matter they call it, or I don't know. I mean, back in the days of Advanced Warfare, which I never played it, and thankfully it never had, was it, never had skill-based matchmaking. It's just that the incentive was just to try and get the rare variants of certain guns, though, but that was annoying as hell with the supply drops, because i.e. the Bal 27, which I forgot what the variant was called. Oh, it was called Obsidian Steed or something, and then the ASM1, where it was the Speakeasy, and then the HBR Insanity. That those three guns were giving people incentive to play Advanced Warfare. So yeah, then so yeah, that's kind of dumb. And then also, last but not least, is on the on what I want to talk about is just cheating in general. It's like, seriously, there's two types of cheaters. One is hackers, which, yeah, we get the idea of the whole hacking issue on every single game and whatnot, because I heard that even though Vanguard only had alphas and betas, it's just that people are already hacking it to try and piss people off. But then there's also the exploit issues, which i.e. the cheaters on the people who reverse boost, and then people who just abuse the game's exploits, i.e. one-man army noob tubes. So at least if you're gonna cheat, at least admit it to the thing, but at the same time, sometimes cheating is the only way to win a firefight because why? Because you know what? Thanks to skill-based matchmaking and whatnot, it's just that it's just learning to just bully someone as if you're playing Modern Warfare 2 and cussing people out. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, who cares if you used a shit gun and I'm using the try hard one? You should have learned what consisted of what made the game suck, so you can at least learn your lesson on how to get good. So, but go on trying to tell someone who tryhards for a living. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Because I look at the evolution of cheating. I mean, I have a few. Actually, I only have two One Man Army YouTube vids, but that was because I was trying to explain that particular exploit. So yeah, yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then I have one more on one Modern Warfare 3 though, but I need some incentive to actually ramble about that. So, but, but yeah, but on Modern Warfare 3, which was the thermal, which I mean it's only on the LSW, but I tried it with the entire weapon roster, and the thermal in Modern Warfare 3 was a little ridiculous because the way that they designed the recoil plot is, yeah, it gets rid of the weapon model, so all you had to do is deal with the recoil numbers, and that annoyed to hell on it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it because I managed to get three things down out of four, which one vid was just someone roasting a dev. So yeah, that's a whole different animal.